Good morning, guys. Welcome to Mug Briefing. Interdigital said this week that a German court, the Munich Regional Court, has granted it another injunction against the Walt Disney Company, saying Disney used Interdigital's patented video compression technology without a license. The announcement came in Interdigital's Feb 13, 2026 press release and was picked up by multiple wires. In simple words, a court in Munich found there's enough evidence that a particular interdigital patent tied to HEVC, a method for compressing video so it streams more efficiently, was used by Disney's services, and that gives Interdigital the right under German law to seek an injunction. Interdigital calls this its fifth injunction in related actions against Disney, and the company pointed out that Disney can appeal the decision. What that ruling is and what it isn't, the public facts so far come from Interdigital's filing and the wires that republished it. The company describes a court order in Germany. That makes this a court ruling rather than just a claim. The press release frames the decision as an injunction awarded by the Munich Regional Court, which is the procedural step that allows Interdigital to stop or limit use of the patented technology in Germany while the dispute continues. Disney has the legal right to appeal the ruling, which is the normal next step in disputes like this. This still looks like an interim enforcement tool, not a final end to the case. Injunctions often stop specific activity while litigation proceeds and appeals are heard. They are powerful, but they're not the same as a final judgment on damages or the full merits of every claim. Interdigital's release describes the injunction as another stop in a larger, ongoing global dispute. Previous related rulings and injunctions have been reported in Germany and in Brazil. Does this force Disney to shut anything off right away? Not automatically. That depends on how Interdigital seeks to enforce the order and whether the court issues an immediate enforcement schedule. But there is a concrete precedent. Earlier rulings in this fight have led Disney to remove or limit premium video features in some European markets, like Dolby Vision, HDR variations, and 3D playback while the company adjusted services. Those kinds of feature changes are the practical result when a streaming provider decides to avoid infringement while the courts sort things out. Is this about Disney Plus specifically? The injunction relates to video compression and streaming technology that Disney uses. Public summaries tied the ruling to streaming features rather than to every piece of Disney's vast technology stack. In practice, that means the ruling is most immediately relevant to how Disney streams video in Germany. It does not, at this point, order a global shutdown or directly change the US Disney Plus service. Any broader effect would depend on additional rulings or on Disney's own business decisions. Why is this happening now? The short answer is litigation timing and enforcement. The case has been unfolding for months across jurisdictions, and German courts have already issued related rulings. Interdigital has been pursuing licensing and enforcement in multiple countries, and when courts find merit in a patent claim, they can issue injunctions. So this latest decision follows that pattern. It also gives Interdigital stronger negotiating leverage in licensing talks. Who wins and who is exposed? Interdigital clearly gains negotiating leverage. More injunctions increase pressure on Disney to take licensing seriously or to change how it delivers video. Disney faces higher legal and licensing risk in affected countries, and German subscribers may again see reduced picture quality features while the legal fight continues. Device makers and other streamers who rely on HEVC or similar codecs should watch this closely. Rulings like these can ripple through licensing negotiations and product planning. What could happen next? Realistically, Disney will likely appeal, which is the standard move. An appeal can sometimes pause enforcement depending on court orders. Disney could also choose to negotiate a license with Interdigital or to alter streaming features in Germany to avoid infringement. If the dispute continues to produce more injunctions in other countries, the commercial pressure on Disney would grow and encourage a settlement or a broader licensing deal. What this changes for people in the US? For most American Disney Plus subscribers, nothing immediate. The ruling is specific to Germany, and similar enforcement would require separate rulings or business decisions. For investors and industry watchers, it's a reminder that patent licensing can materially affect streaming features, costs, and product roadmaps, and that legal uncertainty can lead to technical changes visible to users. What this does not mean, a march in multiple courts does not equal a global loss for Disney, nor does it mean Disney Plus will be shut down in Germany or elsewhere without further orders. An injunction is a strong tool, but it is part of a continuing legal process. It also does not mean HEVC is unsafe. It means a patent holder says a specific implementation infringes their rights, and a court has agreed, for now, in that jurisdiction. If you want to follow this story, watch for a few clear signals: any official Disney statement or appeal filing, technical changes on Disney Plus help pages for Germany, further Munich court papers or judgments, and announcements of licensing talks or settlements between the companies. Those steps will show whether this latest injunction becomes a blow that forces a business settlement or a legal skirmish that both sides keep fighting for months. In short, InterDigital has won another legal foothold in Germany, and the practical effects for features, users, and the balance of negotiations will depend on appeals, enforcement choices, and whether the companies decide to talk money instead of fighting in more courts.